Okay, so I'm back. I'm sorry about that. But yeah. So welcome to the Wario Land 4 stream. Hopefully everything sounds okay. Um, Maybe Wario hijacked it or something, I don't know. No, it wouldn't have been Wario.
And dot.
It would have been, I'm trying to think, Captain Syrup who hijacked, or
Uh,
Waluigi or something. That maybe Waluigi's
I was
jealous of
thinking maybe
Wario.
Anton.
Or Anton, because I'm playing technically.
Yeah,
Okay. Well, I can get... Okay, so let's start off here.
my game has been
Danton fixed the
installed.
stream. I finally fixed everything! Okay.
Go.
But yeah, hopefully it doesn't crash this time. Hopefully.
Yeah. Yeah, that's annoying.
Yeah, because I've been like waiting all week to play this game. Or like stream it and everything. I mean, I've played this game before. It's like one of my favorite Nintendo platformers, but like at the same time, I've been wanting to play it on the Switch.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, yeah, I know I can emulate it, but like it's just really cool being able to play it on the Switch, and I've like a reason to stream it, and people would be interested because like it's on Switch. But yeah, I'm just
It's a pretty awesome thing that we finally have the game.
yeah. Let's see. Like this is an amazing game, and it's really cool to finally see it on here. Hopefully the other Wario Land games that aren't on NSO yet will be on like added pretty soon too, like the original and 2.
I'm really surprised that they didn't add the original yet.
Yeah.
But again, Nintendo, they took a long time with even adding Mario Land 1, so it's really
Yeah.
not that surprising.
Yeah, it's like they've been like their output for the Game Boy and Game Boy Advance libraries have been like
I don't
really slow.
To me, it's not like it's great that the games are on there, but it's like not even worth it when like you could just do other ways to get these games. And there's
Yeah.
things like the Analog Pocket that exists that just give you the same thing,
Yeah.
and you can play every game in the Game Boy library instead of waiting like 50 years for
Yeah.
one game.
Okay, is
I've
this
been waiting 50 years.
Yeah, okay, since I've been streaming for a couple minutes, is everything okay? I just want to make sure if like if
Well, the
someone
last time,
isn't
like when I went to go check the volume, that's when the stream died.
Oh, yeah.
Right, so I
Yeah.
think it says you're still live. It says everything's good.
Okay.
It sounds pretty good.
It's
There are
happy
ads on
hour. Okay.
Video.
I'm going to say it's happy hour every time I hit the switch.
Yeah, I think everything's going okay. I think everything's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah.
Yeah, also is the audio okay?
Yeah, it sounds fine.
What's your opinion on Greasy? Greasy is amazing. Even though he may technically be my rival in the lore, he's still pretty cool. Okay. Greasy, why don't you play as Annie? Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Dude,
Just swap the character.
is there like an Anton
Just
mod?
swap it.
Is there an Anton mod for this game? I think that would be amazing. Like or an Annie
That'd be
mod
pretty
too.
neat.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it'd just be a sprite change, right? A sprite change
Yeah.
mod.
Someone needs to make it. I know there's a Wario mod for Anton Blast.
Yeah. I seen that 3D Anton Blast thing. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's really fun.
That's like a fan project.
Yeah.
That's pretty neat. You know, it's so awesome to have like, Like Anton Blast, it didn't take too long for it to come out from its Kickstarter
Yeah.
and demo.
Yeah, it
They,
was,
they
I think,
spent
2
a good amount of
years.
time making it. Yeah. Yeah, meanwhile other games like Silk Song and
Yeah.
other
Though,
like that game is taking them so long.
the thing is with
They
Anton Blast, I think it has been in development for, like, a little while longer than when it had the Kickstarter. I think it's been in development, like, for quite a few years. Like, I think, like, 2019, I believe, from what I've heard. I don't know. It might have been after that, I don't know.
Yeah. To me, it's just to me, it's just crazy that Silk Song has taken. Like, why was it even announced in 2019
Yeah, that was crazy.
and shown like actual gameplay? That's kind of weird. If it's like if they made a teaser trailer, I get it. I understand. Okay, fine. It takes 5 years with a few people working on it. I get it. But why show actual gameplay of that game when it's not even coming out for
Yeah.
another like 5 years plus? 6 years. Like, what is the point of doing that? It does nothing to help your, hype of your game just dies immediately. Like, not
Yeah.
immediately, but like, like some people are always like, oh, maybe leave the next presentation, and it's like that's not good. You don't want to do that. And like the fact that they don't put any updates, even though like, oh, we're working on. I think they said as of recently, oh, we're working on it. It's like, okay, great.
Yeah. Also, one really interesting thing, I did notice this in the video, but did you know when you crouch, the music changes? Or if you have...
Yeah.
It's like, it's interesting. It's like when... Or if you, like, don't do anything, like, after a while the music changes as well. Like, the sound design in this game is incredible. Like, for a Game Boy Advance game.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive stuff. They were able to do a lot with the hardware.
Yeah.
And
Also,
back then with the GBA, Nintendo did a great job with that.
can you read the chat?
Let's see. Pat Kicking says, Reese, what do you think about the Pizza Tower fights of you and Demeech?
I think I saw those. Actually, let me look, just to make sure. I'll pause the game real quick. I might have caught a glimpse of it in the art channel, but I need to take a better look. That looks incredible! That looks really cool. I really like the designs for that. Yeah, that is really cool. I think someone should make an Anton Blast version too. But the Pizza Tower one looked really cool. Or like Anton Blast and Wario Land 4. Like, so you could have the trio of Wario Land 4 style game Reese sprites.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wario Land 4, here we go. So the game finally downloaded.
Yeah.
There we go.
It's happy hour!
And then see, do that like the title screen, I clicked it was like perfect.
Oh wait, I forgot something.
I like how the sound font as well for this game
There
is
it
the
is.
same. The sound font is the exact same as Wario Aware to
Yeah.
Because I really like the Wario Land. I mean the WarioWare the sound font's really good with like the different instrument use. But even like the composition's pretty similar too.
Yeah.
Right? Because I mean it was the same people, like probably the same composers, right? That did. Maybe I'm mistaken about that, but it sounds like the same.
It might be. There might have. Some of those same people might have been involved. I know it was either the director or like one of the people involved with WarioWare was also involved with this game. Like, this is like the person that's involved with like every WarioWare game was also like a programmer on this game, or like they had like some kind of role in developing this game, but they're also like in every WarioWare game from what I've heard.
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay. This ability here, I feel like there's like one that. Okay, let's go up here. I like how, like, in Anton Blast, they basically kind of, like, reference it with, like, the one ability where, like Anton basically dies with that one. If you played Anton
The
Blast.
zombie one?
No, it's not the zombie one.
Like
It's
that?
like, no, it's like where he becomes, like, a ghost and is, like, lifted up. Or it's like a ghost or an
okay.
angel or something. But this is kind of, like, it's kind of like a reference to this move in particular from this game.
I see.
Ah, crap. Okay, I need one from over here. There we go. Okay, I might need to go back into the other room so that respawns so I can go, like, back through here. There we go. Yeah, because I need to get up on this platform. There we go.
Eagerly says, so nice to have so nice to finally have the OG Wario Land back in some way. I'm glad we finally had I'm glad we finally had this game back. See, I'm glad we've had Pizza Tower and Anton Blast in the meantime, but it's nice to see the OG Wario Land 4 get some time to shine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna zoom in. Like, it's the text is so small. Like, to read the comments.
Yeah.
Hyper Mario Sunshine says, similar thing, the guy who directed the first 3 Paper Marios did Fire Emblem, Cypher,
Oh, yeah!
until it got closed.
And that's when he probably started working on the
then
1,000 Year Door
remake.
Yeah.
Huh, okay. Cypher. I've never, is that like a GBA Fire Emblem game or something?
No, it's this was actually recently. It was like a few years ago.
I've never
I
heard
forgot
of
that
Fire
I
Emblem
only had one
Cypher.
heart.
What is that? Fire Emblem Cypher?
It's a card game.
Oh,
it's like a trading card
game. PCG. Oh, okay. Interesting. I didn't know that was a thing. Oh, okay.
Oh crap.
Let's see. Irma Kawade. Kawade's the 1,000 Year Door, right?
Yes.
Ryota Kawade. Now hopefully he's working on the next one.
Yeah. Honestly, I have a
Wouldn't that be
theory that he actually replaced Tanabe's role. I have a theory since they basically like kept all of the original character designs in 1,000 Year Door.
Everything was like perfect. Yeah, the fact is, like, even look at it, like the last thing he worked on was Codename Steam. That was the last project he worked on with Nintendo, where like a major role. As additional planning in Codename Steam, then Brain Age concentration training, like, and then Splotto, Super Paper Mario, Super Paper Mario 1,000 Year Door, and then Tanabe took over with Sticker Star.
Yeah, Tanabe was involved with Super Paper Mario as well, but Kawade was still like involved with Super Paper Mario as director.
Yeah, and I
So
bet you he's gonna probably, yeah, because special thanks to Kawade in Paper Mario Sticker Star. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, there's no way they're gonna go back to the Paper Mario that we all despise.
yeah,
There's, I mean, not despise, but I don't think they're ever gonna go back to that style of game,
yeah,
right? I mean, they clearly wanted to do this remake and they did it, and I don't know. I think it's the right way to move forward, right? Well, that's the thing. If reviews were good, then maybe something like that. And also, I think just creatively, there's more they can do, right? Creatively,
yeah,
there's more they could do with a Thousand Year Door type of game than a paper game, because then they have to come with a new paper gimmick. And that was the reason why I
yeah,
never thought they'd maybe do something comparatively to Sticker Star or Gami King or Color Splash anymore. Because like, what else can you do with a
yeah.
paper
Like clay,
concept?
the clay catastrophe.
Clay, like, yeah, like, no. Like they you know, the Mushroom Kingdom again, like, you know, how many times are you gonna do, like, they can't make the same game over and over again, right? I feel like Origami King was like the last kind of way that they could have done a game like that.
Yeah,
That, you know, because again, like, you're stretching your ideas thin if you just keep on doing like Mushroom Kingdom again and again and again. Oh, now we're gonna do like what, cardboard? Like what? They already kind of did that.
yeah.
With Color Splash has a lot of cardboard in it, right? And I really don't see, I don't really see how Origami King.
Even the Thousand Year Door remake visually had like cardboard, and it's really just like a visual thing. They can't really like. They've used it as an aesthetic, so they can't really like use cardboard as like a theme in any game now. It's like,
Yeah, there's no way that they can really be like, oh, by the way, origami, you know. I feel like Arlo was the one who created Origami King because he said origami.
yeah,
Do you remember that video where it's like origami, then I might not survive or something? He says like that. My heart can't take
yeah,
that kind of thing. It's
yeah,
like, oh, when you watch that back, you're like, how I tell him.
yeah.
Right,
Hey, but at least we got the remake for for
yeah,
me and him.
but
We
we
were both
got
very
like
excited.
we got like the bad and the good ending.
Yeah,
Right. I think that's quite funny. But yeah, I do think that honestly, the thing is, like, how can they really make a sequel to Origami King style if they've already done Origami King? It's like there's not really much for them to build off
yeah,
of other than just continuing what the Thousand Year Door does because it's
yeah.
better.
Though, if I do hope they do take some things from Origami King, like the world design, I think is very good.
Yeah,
And
I think that's obviously something great. And I mean,
yeah,
they took a bit of that into the Thousand Year Door. Even like the music, if you notice, for like
yeah,
the training music that they added, like that is clearly Origami
and
King
also
composition.
the fact
right?
that each chapter has a different battle theme.
Yeah, like
I wanted to
that's
go
a
back in
very
case I missed
Origami
something.
King style thing, right? So to me,
Yeah,
it's very Origami King style. You know, see, with how faithful the Thousand Year Door remake is, really does feel like Kawade's back for good this time. It basically feels like the Pro Foundation going forward. Yeah, to me, it doesn't really make sense why they would ditch that and choose something like very experimental and weird. Because really, how many ideas can they do with that? I feel like having it to make the Paper Mario series also have consistent games in the same series, you know. And also, Nintendo's
yeah,
done Mario RPG, Mario and Luigi, so they're consistently, you know, they're okay with having consistent new Mario RPGs. I mean, like, we're not obviously gonna get a Mario RPG like this year, very unlikely,
yeah,
or maybe next year. You know, it's gonna be a while until we get a new
yeah,
Mario RPG game. But you know, because I think we got quite a bit, we got quite a few. We got a lot. But I think that, you know, I remember the main excuses were, Paper Mario, we can only have one RPG series in Mario and Luigi, but like they remade 2 RPGs, so like they clearly,
yeah.
you know, So that's the main thing, right? Is that if Nintendo was not interested anymore in doing those, they wouldn't have done these remakes. So, I mean, I think it's great that they've done them, and you know, hopefully in the future, we can get some pretty awesome Paper Mario games. So,
Yeah.
you know, I really hope that, you know, they have to ditch for the next Paper Mario, they had no Mushroom Kingdom stuff. I want a game maybe it takes place in a different town or different village or
Oh,
different
here's an important question.
world, right?
I want the
Well, maybe
answer.
not different world, but
Hey Reese, did T&D eat Billy Dogs yet? Not yet. But
when
he
is that
needs
stream?
it needs to be I don't know. I think he wants to, like, the beach wants him to do it at PAX, but I'm not sure if that will work out.
See, Tess says, I hope the Paper Mario series goes back to its original roots. Yeah, I think that we're pretty safe for that. I mean, the Origami King felt in a lot of ways like they were trying to, but they were kind of put themselves in this box where they couldn't do. But see, I want a hybrid between the Thousand Year Door's character, creativity, and gameplay with Origami King's scale and structure. That's what the modern trilogy should have been in the first
Yeah.
place. Exactly. Yeah, there's so much they could have done, but the fact that they're like, oh, silly paper game. Mario finds stickers and paint and there's origami. Wow, like, you know, like, who cares? It's just an art style. Like, Yoshi and Kirby has done that before. It's not that new of an idea. So, you know, the fact that they really tried to hype that idea of
Yeah.
it, like, oh my god, paper? But I like how in Thousand Year Door, like, Mario's paper? The ad?
Yeah.
So, I guess they're trying the same thing. But it's just nice to see them actually, because, you know what, another thing too, I remember when Origami King dropped, it was like comedy-filled adventure. Like, that was like the entirety marketing.
Yeah.
It's like they didn't know what to call the game.
Yeah, they
weren't
didn't
saying,
even they didn't even know like what genre it was. It's like, I guess it's some funny comedy adventure thing. It's not an RPG. It's not an action adventure game. It's like somewhat a puzzle game. I don't know what to call this. We'll just call it like the funniest adventure yet. Yeah, that's what we'll call it.
yeah, that was the entire marketing of that game. I remember just seeing like Paper Mario, a new comedy-filled adventure. It's like, okay, this game is funny. It's like, okay, I mean, it's funny, I guess, but like, I never like found myself, oh my god, I'm laughing like so crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In fact, I laughed more in the Thousand Year Door with its funny moments and jokes and things.
Yeah.
I mean, at least they didn't move in.
I mean,
at least they didn't lean into.
I
got
will-
a paper cut. I got a
I
paper
will
cut.
admit-
you know, but
I will admit, Origami King is pretty funny sometimes. Like, it does have some, like, good jokes here and there, but
there are some good parts in there,
Yeah.
for sure. But it's not like, oh my god, this is like the fact that they were marketing it like that is like, what? I don't know.
what GBA game should they add next? Maybe, I'm trying to think. I don't know, because this is, like, my most...
Bowling? I don't know, something
mean,
weird. They should
they
add
need-
something bad.
They do need to add, like, well, like, as one unironic thing, they do need to add Pokemon, like any of the Pokemon games on here.
Where is Pokemon Pinball? It's
Actually,
so
you know what?
easy.
I was actually unironically gonna say that, because I heard Pokemon Pinball was pretty good. So,
You never played it?
no, I haven't, but I heard it's pretty good.
You've never played Pokemon Pinball before.
No.
I cannot believe that. I cannot believe that you never played that. How? How have you not played that before? It's so good.
Yeah, I mean, I watched a long video about it, about like the like
That's
the
like one of the
e-reader.
first Game Boy games I played. It's an
There's like
awesome- the original game's great, and then the second one's just as good. And you have to get like the cartridge has like the rumble thing in it.
Yeah.
See, WarioWare Twisted seems likely. I think that's another one they could do too, because they've done it for Kirby Tilt and Tumble, so they can do that one as well. I think even a game like Drill. Is Drill Dozer on Switch? No, it's not, right?
No, it's not. Wait,
I
actually, I
don't
don't
think
know.
so.
I don't know.
I was like, I don't think that
I
game's
don't
on
think
Switch,
it
right?
is.
Because maybe it was. I'm thinking it was probably on Virtual Console. I think. Let's see. I don't think it's on Switch. Those are Virtual Console. Was it on? It was on the Virtual Console. It was, but it's not on Switch. It was released on Wii U Virtual Console in 2016. That's a game made by Game Freak. How
Yeah.
about Yoshi's Universal Gravitation? How about that one? Hello, I'd love
That's
to
a
play Yoshi's
that would be
Universal
perfect.
Gravitation, please. Like, distinguished gentlemen. Hi,
Yeah.
Mom, can I have Yoshi's Universal Gravitation? Absolutely brilliant game. It's like, whoa. They were like, yes, guys, that's the name. Yoshi's Topsy-Turvy. It's too childish. Yeah, Joe, those are... Hopefully they add that, because that's another Game Freak title that I think would do really well on being Switch. And it also has, like, Rumble and stuff, too, so they can just add that. Sticker Star and its sequels were literally style over substance in series that already nailed both with its original formula, so the fact that they weren't allowed to lean into it sooner is so weird. Yeah. They should have just
Yeah.
made it more about... It's supposed to be, like... The reason why it's called Paper Mario is a story, not because it's his paper. Although
Yeah.
the pop-up book style obviously looks amazing. And they did... That's the thing, right? They leaned into it with Thousand Year Door when they did... You know, the ability for Mario to do those... like, the airplane and boat... But the thing is, you know, in the Super Paper Mario kind of didn't do too much of that. Yeah, you can do like sideways and stuff, but that game's more about 2D to 3D gimmick, right?
Yeah.
Than it being actually like, okay, the game is paper. Whereas Sticker Star was like, yes, he's paper and there's stickers and things. Yeah, I think a new Pokemon pinball game should happen. I
Yeah.
actually think that
Yeah,
they
like
should
I
have made one. Like
honestly,
Pokemon's been so quiet lately. They should make something small
yeah,
and just... But they love
honestly,
mobile games. That's the thing. They
yeah.
love... If they can
I
make a
was
Pokemon pinball mobile game and charge you like $5 for every time you want to play it, they would do that.
I wanted to say, like, it seems like I really wish Pokemon like did more like smaller spin-offs and things.
They used
Like,
to do a lot of them.
yeah.
Even the beginning of the Switch. But you know what really killed that stuff for them was Pokemon Go. Because when they saw, oh, we can
Oh
just release
yeah.
mobile games, we can just put them on there and done. And it really sucks because, you know, I would like to see a lot of smaller ones. You know, I mean, at least we did get Pokemon Snap. That was awesome. And we did get the
Yeah.
remakes of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. So they can do them. But Pokemon just been kind of weird lately, I feel. It's so strange that we had 2 Pokemon games within... Or 3 within a year, right? With the...
Yeah.
Nearly 3 within a year. With Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, Legends Arceus, and Scarlet and Violet. We had them pretty much within a year. And then nothing since then. Isn't that so strange?
Yeah.
And, you know, I assume we're probably going to hear more about it pretty soon. But it is weird that they, you know... The company's been kind of strange. Like, what they should have done is spread out their releases. Then they could release them. You know, like they could have saved Scarlet and Violet for last year and made it even better of a game.
Yeah.
Right?
I like there was no excuse for like Scarlet and Violet to be released in the state that it did. That was just completely unacceptable, honestly.
They
Like,
should have just cooked on it for a year
yeah,
and made
actually,
it better and released it in 2023. And I think it would have been a lot better of a game.
yeah.
But, you know, the fact is, like, why were they making 2 games to release in 1 year?
Yeah,
What?
like Legends
2
Arceus.
games.
Legends Arceus should have been the game for
That
like
should have been holiday 2022.
yeah.
And then after that, they should have done either 2023 or 2024. They should have done Scarlet and Violet. Because they had a lot more time, and then maybe release... Or maybe just Yeah, 2023. You could have done it. Like, at least spread it out a bit more, right? The way that they did it was kind of strange.
Yeah.
Let's see. What do you guys want in a Wario Land 5? Just curious. I'd love
Oh
to
well, there
see
were all
how wacky they could get in
there was
HD.
already a Wario Land 5. It's this one.
Yeah,
This is Wario Land 5. Cause
but yeah, technically, I mean,
yeah, because it's like
I mean, well, and Wario Land 5 already exists anyways.
yeah. No, I was gonna
It's
say
called Wario,
because
I mean,
Virtual Boy Wario Land is a thing,
yeah,
and we
yeah.
also have
Shake It exists.
we have Wario Land 6 as well with Wario Land Shake It. So we need Wario Land 7. That's what we should. This is a little annoying. I'm trying to.
But
Okay.
Wario Land on the Virtual Boy came out after the first game, right?
Oh,
Like-
I didn't know he respawns.
But I remember it was supposed to be like the original game on the Virtual Boy was supposed to be called Wario Crusade or something. Did you know that? Because if you look at the box of the Virtual Boy, it actually says Wario Crusade on the back. It's like an upcoming game. So I think that's quite funny.
Yeah.
That was supposed to be the name, and they didn't go with that name. Let's see. Will Gimme says, I think Rhythm Heaven should be next, even if it is untranslated. I think that's actually a good one too. And you know what's great is that they've shown that they can put untranslated games on, like, at least they don't require it, because obviously I'm either 3, right? Like, they're not going to put that because you need to play. But for Rhythm Heaven though, they could easily put it. I mean, Starfy, they've put it there, and that game has a lot of dialogue too that, like, no one can understand. So I think Rhythm Heaven is a good one.
Yeah.
They might as well put games like that. I think that'd be awesome. So Pokemon Scarlet and Violet kind of had a similar situation of 06. Game rushed out and clear and finished, but could have been great if given more time.
Yeah, because it has a lot of good ideas. Like it has.
Yeah, for sure.
And it definitely has ambition, that magical word that people like to say about
and the online
Sonic
works
06.
pretty good too in Scarlet and Violet. Like, the online system is actually really good. It works. So I don't know. I think it's weird. Let's see. DG says, I don't want to be rude, but the music in Origami King is better than the Thousand Year Door. Huh, I mean,
well, the thing is, that's something.
Really good soundtrack.
Yeah, the thing is, that's something that
equal.
Yeah, that's something that I kind of respect, because, like, I mean, like, yeah, like before the Thousand Year Door remake, I thought Origami King's soundtrack was better than Thousand Year Door. I think, honestly, that's something that I stand by. I think the Origami King's soundtrack is, like, it's better than, like, the original Thousand Year Doors.
The original track.
Yeah. But
the new tracks
the
are
remake,
so much better.
The remake elevated the soundtrack so much to the point where it's like it's basically Thousand Year Door with it's like on the same level as Origami King.
Both games have the same level of soundtrack. If I were to pick which ones, like, the thing is, I really like a lot of songs in Origami King, and there's really songs I like in the Thousand Year Door. But to me, like, you know, I both like them very much. But the game that I feel like I like them in more I feel like I like them in Thousand Year Door more because I like the game. You know what I mean? Like, because when I'm playing, I'm like, oh, it sounds great. You know what I mean? Whereas in Origami King, you know, I liked, like, the Autumn Mountain Battle area, right? I like that area of the game.
Yeah.
But it felt like disappointing that the battle music, only played for like 3 battles pretty much. Like, I had to actively go out of my way to go back to hear that battle music again because it was so good. And the fact that they barely used it was such a shame, because I'm like, this stuff is really good and they barely use it in the game, or like they don't use it properly. And that was kind of my biggest problem with the game, is that the music they didn't use properly. Like, why isn't that the battle theme of the entire area? Why is there, like, why are there 2 battle themes for different areas like that? That, like, one I hear, like, 3 times, maybe 2 times, even. And then another I hear a bunch more times, right?
Yeah, I know I
So
shouldn't
that's
have
kind of
used.
my
I
problem.
know I shouldn't have used the rewind feature there, but like I like I just didn't see the door there, and I just like I didn't want to retry the whole level just because I didn't see. Like I
Yeah.
don't know, it's just because I forgot that door was there. That's the thing. It was just kind of hidden in the background. Sometimes like these GBA games, it could be kind of hard to see. So
Yeah. And you know what, another thing too with the Thousand Year Door soundtrack is another thing I really like how just how dynamic it is. You know, the battles are fun, so the music's good, right? When you're playing the Origami King battles and they're not that fun or not that great,
yeah,
they're just okay, then it's like, okay, the music's great, but I wish it was the battles were better, right? So I would say like it just looking at from music to music, I think they're pretty much like identical in terms of quality and good tracks. A lot of good ideas on both, some okay songs on both, some like they're both to me on par, right? But
yeah,
when you're talking about which one I prefer, it's that like the game, the Thousand Year Door, because like at the intro, right? Like think about the intro when you log into the game and you see that the intro cutscenes and stuff like that. Like the music really elevates that so much, and
yeah.
it's tied to those scenes and stuff, right? So let's see, Anton, who's your favorite Mario character? Hmm. See, I do like Wario a lot.
Mine is
I
Vivian.
have to. I might. Yeah. I might have to go. I might have to go with Wario. I think Wario's a pretty funny character overall. I think the pretty dynamic of. I think the best. The best developed of all the characters, right? He has like good speaking roles in
Yeah,
games. I think like Luigi's probably second. Because I do like how Luigi is in a lot of the games, but I think Wario is the more just dynamic character. Let's see. Honestly, I'd say Thousand Year Door and Origami King. All three have Super Paper Mario, Thousand Year Door, and
oh,
Origami
Super
King
Paper
have the
Mario
best
has
soundtracks.
Super
That's a
Paper
good
Mario has
one.
an amazing soundtrack, I'd say. You
It's just
know,
it's not an HD. Like the audio quality is so not great. That's the only thing that
yeah,
sucks about that game. That the music in that game's really good, but the soundtrack quality, because they sped it up on the Wii. They sped it up, so the soundtrack quality sounds garbage.
yeah,
I mean,
you
it's
know,
not like garbage, but it's like it doesn't
that's what
sound as
I'm
good as it could.
that's what I'm really hoping about Nintendo Music, that they if they put it on there, it's like in
Oh,
its full
hopefully.
quality. But
Yeah.
yeah, and also one very interesting thing is that did you know that Super Paper Mario soundtrack, one of the composers is actually um the wife of the Thousand Year Door and Origami King composer, which I think is really interesting.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh. That's so interesting. See, must be UK. This isn't available until in the US until tomorrow, innit? Exactly, because we're British, right? We're British. We're British. I'm Anton Retro, and today I'm with Reese here, and we're gonna play some video games, like Wario Land on the Virtual Boy, and the game console, of course. No, it's available everywhere.
Yeah, it's like the thing is this is normal for Nintendo Switch Online. They always announce it the day before. Like they always.
Yeah.
I just think it's kind of like funny when people realize that for
Oh
the
wait,
first time.
when
Like,
is the Tetris 99 event? When is that? Is that today too now?
I think.
I have to check that. Let's see.
Let's see if I missed anything over
See,
here.
having a full Thousand Year Door sequel in a new game, on Switch 2 with dynamic battle music and different variations in each chapter would be the perfect compromise, and to see that happening. Yeah, I think it's very possible that we get a sequel. I mean, maybe they're trying to figure out ideas for that right now. See, Anton, what's your favorite Pixar film? If I'd have to pick, I'd probably pick Up. I probably pick Up.
Oh, Up
I
is
think that's my favorite
definitely
one. Yeah.
Up is definitely up there as one of my favorites. I would
Yeah.
say.
That's probably the one I'd pick.
Though I'd say
Um.
my absolute favorite is probably Wally.
Yeah. I think Up is probably my favorite one. Um. To me, I think that generation of like CG animated films from like 2000s and stuff,
Yeah.
some of the best stuff, and it's impressive because they didn't have all the technology like they do now, and they were able to make some really good movies. Now they're just like, do whatever, just kind of like make a movie, and it's like, what? Although like sometimes some of the newer ones are not as good, and it's like, even though Pixar has done some pretty decent ones as of recent, but like Inside Out 2
Yeah.
and stuff, but see, yeah, like there's early CG films. A lot of them are like really good, and they didn't have all the technology there to do it,
Yeah.
and they were able to make some really cool stuff, right? So, yeah, like Shrek, like that's a very early CG animated film, or like Jimmy Neutron, which apparently they're making a sequel to. I don't know if you heard about that.
No, I didn't hear about that. That's really
Yeah, apparently they're
interesting.
making a sequel film, which could be
Huh.
really interesting. Yeah. I think that'd be really interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, because they could really fumble, and ends up like Megamind 2, because I want to erase that from my
Yeah.
brain.
I can't believe you had to suffer through that.
Oh, I didn't watch the movie, don't worry.
Oh,
But the fact
the
but I
show.
watched Megamind. I watched the episodes of the show. I did watch it because it was on TV, and I watched it, and I was like, and then my cousin's like, "Who's this? Who's this guy?" And I'm like,
Yeah. And that's the
like,
target audience.
"That's the target audience. It's for for kids." And it's like, but who are kids gonna know a character from a
From
movie
15 years
that
ago.
came out when I was his age?
Yeah.
Like it's like what? Like maybe if Megamind Rules and stuff came out like, I don't know, 10 years ago, in like
2012 or something.
2012, 2013, like even 2014, if it came out then, like I know there was those Kung Fu Panda shows and stuff. They also made like DreamWorks shows, right? Like they should have just
Yeah.
done that. Like if they would have done that, it's fine. But doing it all the way now feels a bit kind of pointless. It's like they had to like do something with the franchise, and they're like, I don't know, just makes a show, get like ChatGPT to write it. It's fine. Okay, fine, we'll do it. We need influencers. Oh yeah, like that weird Smurfs movie, which I don't know if you've seen.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
Which I don't know why that exists. And yeah, maybe they'll make a new Smurfs
All I
dance
know
party
is that
now.
I'm probably gonna watch it because my mom likes the Smurfs, and she'd probably want to take me to see that. I don't
Yeah,
know,
maybe
because
they'll make a new Smurfs dance party game. You can play that.
yeah, they need to make
I mean,
a sequel to it.
I mean, they're making like there's this new Smurfs game there's new ones that they have. Actually, I have one of them on Steam, like the Mission Belief one. I haven't actually played it though, but apparently it's pretty decent of a game. Kind of like Mario Sunshine. But I just find it so weird. Like, why did they make a new movie that's like the first movie is literally the same? As,
Yeah,
like,
it's
the one
literally
that
the
came
same
out.
plot. It's literally
And
the
they
same
made
plot.
two of them. Like,
Yeah, the
it's
only
like,
the singular thing I'll give this movie is that I kind of like the art style. That's it.
like,
That's it.
because when you look at the old characters, like when you look at the versions from the 2010 or whatever 12 movies, they look a little creepy.
Yeah,
a little bit weird.
yeah, those designs did not age well.
They look a bit creepy.
Yeah.
They look a bit weird. They're kind of gross looking.
Yeah.
Whereas like the 2D ones, like, okay, that's better. But now we have influencer Smurf.
It didn't they show like YouTube when it was like
Hit that subscribe button. Like, why does he sound like that?
Yeah.
Hit that subscribe button. Like, no. I'm not gonna hit that subscribe button. like what the Smurfs have the internet or something? Like, how does that work?
Yeah, it's like
They have their
weird.
internet. They have their what internet? Does influencer Smurf use like the internet to like broadcast to like the world? Like maybe he's like one of the characters, and maybe that's what causes everything. Maybe he's like broadcasts to the world, and then like they end up getting captured or something. I don't know.
Yeah. It's like the
Like,
most
guys,
like
we need to
it almost
fit in with the modern audiences.
it almost seems like a parody how weird that is. Like just like influencer, that seems like something that like if they showed like if they did like a cutaway gag on Family Guy and they had like an influencer Smurf on, that seems like a Family Guy cutaway gag.
But honestly, you know what this? They had the license, like, because Paramount has a license for it, right? Because they have a Smurf show, whatever.
Yeah.
And what I believe happened here is, my guess, is that the Smurfs, their license was probably running out, and that they were like, okay, you know what? We have to make something. We have to make a movie because it's part of the contract and whatever. Get Rihanna on board, make influencer Smurf, and just copy what they did 10 years ago, because no one remembers that. That's probably what that's what they decided to do. Right?
Yeah.
But again, like, I think they're also just running out of ideas, because I remember hearing they're gonna make a live-action Lego film, and I have no idea why they're gonna do that, or who thought of that idea.
You know,
they're making a live-action Lego film trilogy. Like, what is that?
It's so bizarre what's happening right now. It's like all these other companies that had the license to some of these older properties are now like losing them. Like we had like Warner Bros. Animation like doing the Lego things, and then they lost that, and then now like we have other that same yeah same with Smurfs. Like Paramount has that now. It's like so weird. We're seeing like a reboot of the 2010s, but like with the awful 2010 stuff, but like even worse this time. Well, I mean the Lego Movie was amazing, but like I'm talking about more like the Smurf things.
For sure.
Like we had
like the Universal, like, you know, I mean, Warner Bros. Did a good job with all the Lego films they did, except for the second part of the Lego Movie. I'm personally not a fan of that. I think they kind of butchered that, where they completely went in a different direction. I think they didn't do a good job with it. But then, you know, after that, like they kind of sat on with the IP, the license. They sat on the and then they did that piece by piece with Pharrell Williams.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Soshi.
So, and you know, like, that's fine. I don't mind that they did that. I don't mind they did the Pharrell Williams thing, because that was a kind of a cool idea, and it didn't do too bad for what the budget was, even though they probably didn't really make that much money on it. But now they're like, you know, guys, we're making a trilogy of live action films. It's like, live action, it's a toy, like, what?
Yeah, like, I don't know why. Maybe they want to like capitalize off of the success of the Barbie movie or something.
I don't know, like even Mattel, I think they're trying to do like a billion things. Well, I don't know. Let's see though here. See, favorite Disney animation film. You know what I'm gonna say? You know what movie I actually really like? I watched it a bit not too long ago. I really like Meet the Robinsons. I don't know if you remember.
Oh yeah, that's really underrated.
Very, very well made movie. And you know the funny thing? When I was really young, I watched it and I had like no clue what was going on.
Yeah.
I had no clue. And then I watched and I was like, because I remembered it, but like then when I found out like the actual story of it, and like I was like, oh, like that makes sense. And then I was like, that's a good movie then, right? Because when I watched it when I was younger, I was like, I have no idea what this movie's was going on. But then you watch and you're like, oh, it's not bad. It's a very well made movie and pretty underrated, I think. Also, I just like how it doesn't fit into that typical Disney like look. You know what I mean? Like that where it's like when they make all the characters look the same, right? Because sometimes like especially when some of the newer ones that they do, the character designs all look the same, and it's like I don't know about that, right?
Yeah, it's like
like again, like some of them like the first one that they kind of did with like that was like Tangled, I think was the first one where they had that really specific design of the characters. And I mean that's up there on my favorites as well. That's a really good movie.
Some of the older like, I mean like it is kind of like a particular style, and a lot of the older traditional animated movies kind of had a particular character style to them too.
Yeah, like a lot of them do have that. Yeah, like
Yeah.
especially the '90s ones, right? The '90s ones have a very specific art style,
Yeah.
which I mean looks nice, and that's fine.
And
But I feel
Pixar
like
also kind of
now,
has its like particular style
yeah,
with characters
I
too.
think though to me, I think Pixar got a little bit too homogenous though, with its like the characters all look the same art style, and I think they
Yeah.
need to kind of they need to differentiate a little bit more. That's why I feel like something like Meet the Robinsons. I didn't even know that was actually a Disney film though, to be honest. And until recently,
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was a Disney film. I didn't know that was a Disney film, and I think it's because of how different it looks, right? So I
Yeah.
think that just shows how different a film like that is, and I wish Disney would do stuff like that again. I think it's pretty cool. Oh, and
Yeah.
Wreck-It Ralph, that's a good one too. That one also doesn't fit that much into that style either. And then they made the
Yeah.
sequel, and then we forget it. We don't remember.
Oh,
We don't talk
it
about
doesn't
that one.
exist. It doesn't exist.
Now it doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist. We need it. We need a sequel to Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah, that was like
It would be cool if
they're
they
like
made one.
eBay, Facebook, YouTube. Oh my god, like that's the like. The
It doesn't
start to me,
exist.
Where it's like, yeah. Oh my goodness. No, 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 no. See, I'd rather watch Wish than Megamind 2. Wish
Yeah.
was so weird. That movie looks unfinished. It looks
Yeah.
so strange. It's like they went to AI and they were like, guys, just write a script. We need something quickly. Because that movie, like, I remember when I went to Hollywood Studios last year and Disney and this Disney Springs, they had so much merch of that stuff and plastered things for it. Like look at the movie, but like no one was around those things at all. Those merch, and this was like after the movie came out, like in January. That movie did not do very
Yeah.
well, so people did not really care. Like I don't hear any kid saying that character's name, you know. So it's just that's a movie that didn't do that well. But actually, like another thing is SpongeBob
Oh,
is
crap.
getting that Plankton movie, which
know,
I
I'm
totally
cheating,
don't have on
but-
my hard drive. I totally, that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally don't have on my hard drive somewhere. It's fine. Yeah, it's you know, that's an interesting movie that's coming out.
Go. This one's pretty funny.
Apparently, that SpongeBob movie was good though, wasn't it?
Yeah, oh yeah, the Plankton one was pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. They made that because it's funny. They made that Sandy movie and it wasn't great. Oh, and you do know they are making a new SpongeBob game, right?
Yeah.
Do you know about that?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they're making a third one because in some video I remember in October they announced that there's two of them that was on sale, and then I think either they have a collection of both of them. So and then they're making a third one.
Yeah. I hope they I'm happy that it's happening cuz Cosmic Shake was pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I like the Battle for Bikini Bottom. You know what I'm gonna do short on? I have the SpongeBob console. You know that thing?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a short on that. Be a fun one.
This mini game's pretty funny.
Yeah. Let's see. I don't know who's your favorite Looney Tunes character. I'm gonna say like Daffy Duck is pretty funny.
Yeah, I'd
I do
say
like
that too. Yeah.
Yeah, too bad we still don't have that Looney Tunes film that one that got cancelled.
Yeah.
We still don't have it leaked yet. Maybe soon. Maybe we'll have that. Because, you know, they're like, here's Velma, and then that we will cancel that other one. Because, you know, everyone asked for Velma. That did super well, didn't it?
Give the least favorite
that was like one of the
SpongeBob
worst
episode.
rated movies ever. The
Least favorite SpongeBob episode? Oh, there are like a few that are contenders.
least favorite SpongeBob. Oh. There's a bunch that are contenders for that. There's a bunch.
Yeah.
Let's just put entirety of seasons, everything out. Let's just put all the seasons that have double digits in there. Nah, there's some decent ones in the new ones, but sometimes it just doesn't feel like it's the same show when I watch.
Like one of the contenders is like Stuck in the Ringer. And then there's the one with like the Splinter, like that. Like there are like a lot of like horrible ones from like
there's somewhere just like SpongeBob cries the entire thing, and it's like, what is this? Like, yeah, it's not great. Let's see.
Oh, this character was in WarioWare Move It, which is pretty cool.
Oh yeah. See, Anton, have you seen Heaven Hotel? No, but I've seen the Amazing Digital Circus. I've seen that.
Oh yeah, the Amazing Digital Circus is pretty good.
Yeah, I wonder when they're doing the new episode for that. That's a really well-made series.
Yeah.
That they're doing. You know what's funny though? But actually, what I think is really funny is that, you know, speaking of like Looney Tunes and stuff, the Multiverses game is shutting down, and apparently they started updating it or something as it's like on its deathbed. They're like, here's updates. It's like, what? So strange. Like, honestly, why didn't they just make a physical version of the game that had everything in it? You know what I mean? Why didn't they just do that? Like, to me, I don't understand with companies making a game, investing in a game, and then just like saying, oh, it didn't do well, and then killing the game instead. Why not just make it like a game that you can buy?
Yeah.
Because then everyone wins. They make money. They don't have to refund anyone. You get to keep the game. Everyone wins. Like, I don't know why they don't do that.
Have I seen the game Anton Blast? Oh,
Have you seen it? I don't know. I've never seen it. Well,
I don't know. I maybe I've seen it. No, I'm like absolutely obsessed with Anton Blast. It's one of my honestly one of my favorite platformers of all time. With my
eyes multiple times, I think. Although I'm not 100% sure. Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully you see the game Anton Blast soon. Reese, what is the deepest thing in the Reese lore?
I don't know. There's like a lot of deep Reese lore things.
The deep Reese lore. I don't know. I think we need like new lore. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, we need to build off of the existing lore. We still have to use the.
Yeah. Maybe there'll be new lore added.
But yeah, it's cool that they brought back Cractus in WarioWare Move It.
Yeah. I like when they've done that recently, bringing back older
Yeah.
characters instead of just leaving them in the void. But one thing, have you heard that apparently Sony is gonna make more family games?
Yeah,
Because
I heard about
suddenly
that.
they've suddenly realized that it's like they figured it all on their own, that family games attract families to their console
Yeah.
and sell copies of games. Have you ever thought of that idea? Isn't that such like a revelation? Like,
Yeah,
there's, like,
it's almost like
guys.
not making exclusively like hyper realistic cinematic games.
Movie games
Yeah,
that are all rated
will go
M.
over well and will be popular.
Like, you know,
Have
yeah,
you
it's
seen
like,
the game
it's like, you know,
Wario
if you
Land
made a
4?
variety
Yeah.
of games, right? If you made a variety of different games, you know, maybe, you know, people would maybe buy those games in the console, you know? Maybe. Just a thought, right? You know, it's such a stupid. Like, the fact, like, my cousin has a PS5, and it's like, okay, like, you know, there's a bunch of games he can get, but think about how many first-party Nintendo games sell 1 million copies that are family games. Right? There's so many Nintendo games that have reached that amount of units sold that I don't know how Sony doesn't have
Have
a
I
lot of
seen
studios
Thousand
making
Year
family
Door?
games. Like, really, it's not that hard. Sony needs to make more titles that are just different genres of different things, right? Like, you can have your hyper realistic games, you can have your action games, you can have, you know, you can have all these different games, but you need a variety. And instead of spending $400 million on a failed concept of Concord, maybe they could, you know, spend less money on making smaller projects that can come out pretty quickly, instead of being like, here's another space game that's like set in like future.
Yeah.
Like, they keep making those where it's like, oh, here's another space game with futuristic, and it's like, you know, it's like, okay, cool. See, a good Wreck-It Ralph sequel actually would break the internet in a good way, and like whatever that train wreck was, Ralph deserves such a better successor for great.
I don't
Yeah.
even acknowledge the existence of that awful thing. I'm not even going to call it a sequel to Wreck-It Ralph because it's not worthy of being that. It is just
I like
awful.
that picture where it's like best animated film, and it's like,
Yeah.
have you seen that? And then they thought it
Yeah.
was gonna win, but they didn't. They forgot Spider-Verse exists, so that.
I like these little Wario car things. They're funny.
Yeah. And the cat faces. I know. See, I like SpongeBob old graphics. Yeah, I like the old graphics of the original SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom. Would have been cool if they were able to like implement it so you could like change the graphics in the remake. With like press of a button. Reese, have you seen the game Wario Land 4? Have you seen it?
I don't know. I don't know. That seems like something that I really... that sounds interesting, but I don't think I've seen it before. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe I'll see it after.
Yeah, I'll see Wario Land 4 sometime.
Matthew Gaming says, honestly, I forgot to say what Matthew Gaming says. Did you read his comment before? See, did I ever tell that I delayed a Reese adventure and delayed Reese adventure? I'm going to work on a Mario fan game called Mario's Big Journey. I think you say some of the legal distinctions I made, didn't you? I think he's talking about a game that you were talking about.
Oh yeah, I heard about.
before.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah. Let's see. You think they might announce a new Wario Land for the Switch 2? I think they might announce a new Wario Land for the Switch 1.
Honestly, I think
Switch 1 is more likely.
Yeah, that's possible. Though I think it could be like on both. Like I think it's something that's big enough that where it could be like on both systems.
I don't know. I think they do it on one system, and I think it'd just be Switch 1 because you could just play it on the new one. I don't think there'd be a cross release. I think they're just gonna put again. To me, I think it's either Switch 1 or Switch 2. I don't think there's gonna be very many cross games. very many. I think there might be
don't
only
know,
Metroid
like-
Prime. I think that'll be the only one that they do
Yeah,
like that.
but I think it would just make so much sense though to have like a game like for Switch 2, because like a lot of people who have a Switch 2 won't think about buying one of the like Switch 1 versions. They think like, that's just a Switch 1 game. I probably won't pick that up, because I think this is a different situation than like the 3DS. Because here it's like actually it's like, I don't know. I think it's a little different this time, so I think they might handle it a little differently. Because they might
Well,
want
just look at the GBA and then look at the GBA and Game Boy Color.
Yeah.
There were very few dual release games and stuff, or if any. Like they just, they made what they could for the main system. And again, they could do it, but I think it'd just be like, oh, we're releasing a game for Switch 1. It depends when it comes out, though, right? So.
Yeah.
Because I don't think Nintendo would want to waste their resources on 2 versions of each game. Maybe if they were Sony, I'd be like, yeah, but...
I mean, I think the thing is, like... I don't know. I just think, like, they would want to brand it as, like, a Switch 2 game. I just think that would be good.
Well,
like,
but then they make it an exclusive. I think you either make it either or. You make it a Switch 1 or a Switch 2 game, or it comes out, like, on real... But then again, right, it's like... To me, the only one that I could see doing Switch 1 and 2 is Metroid Prime 4, mainly because that they've promised the game would come out on Switch 1. Because I don't think, honestly, if they didn't promise that it would come out on Switch 1, it would have just been for Switch 2. But because they promised that, like they did with Breath of the Wild, I do think they will do that. The only game will have two releases. Because to me, it's kind of redundant, too. Like, why have... it's backwards compatible, right? So, and again, like, we've seen this with the Wii and then GameCube, right? How many Wii and GameCube games did they release, like, on the both systems? There's only Twilight Princess, really. There aren't, and I mean, I know there's a few Wii games that got, like, Wii Play Control, but those are kind of different. And those came out significantly after. So, I don't know. I think if they were to do it, they're going to either pick Switch 1 or Switch 2. So, that's how I see it.
There we go. Yeah, this game is amazing. If you haven't played it yet, you really need to play it. Well, I mean, anyone in the chat.
It's pretty fun.
Oh crap. Trying to jump and... Trying to do a certain move here, but... There we go.
Any comments here?
There we go.
Reese, you should make a full Reese lore video for April Fools.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what to do for April Fools.
Well, April Fools, I have like a bigger plan. Reese lore, I just think that's something I could do like at any time. Like, I need to do something like really special.
April Fools.
Yeah.
You know what the hardest part about doing April Fools is? That you don't want to like say something that it's very difficult, because I've done some before where I've done them super well and people actually think it's real, and I'm like, oh, and that's not the kind of thing you want. You want people to be like,
Yeah.
wait, and then get it immediately. You know what I mean? And it's really hard to get that.
Need to see something in here that I missed.
Right. So.
Oh, there wasn't really much in here. Okay.
Cause yeah, there's been times when I've done something like that. I think it's always quite funny. When people are like, "Wait, is that real?" I'm like, "No, it's not," and they're like, "Oh." Or when you make it and it's like the day after, or like a week after, people are like, "Is," the joke doesn't really land anymore.
Yeah.
And people think, and then they just get confused. So
Yeah. Up. I just, like, I'm trying to do it and jump. There we go.
yeah.
The block physics in this game are just, like, a little weird. Like, a little wonky.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
and
honestly,
now I
like,
can't get back up.
the
Okay.
physics for some things could be a little better in the game, to be honest.
Yeah.
And it's not really a thing like, oh, it's the GBA, like, because there are games like Super Mario Advance that have like better physics going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Garlic issue, yeah. That's what Jack Attack Gaming says. Garlic issue.
Garlic issue.
Yeah. Dentori issue flashbacks. Like when someone played that video in Times Square. Do you remember that?
Yeah. Honestly, I
That
kind of want to.
was
I want to
that was a good
redo this
ad.
level anyway, just because I kind of like need to do the block mechanics a little better here.
Okay. Yeah, that was an excellent advertisement, wasn't it?
Yeah.
With Oliver. Those were the days. Pikmin 4 release.
Okay. Yeah, just like since I've gotten more used to like the block physics in here, I just kind of want to redo it just so I don't miss anything.
Yeah.
These Wario cars are kind of funny. Oh yeah, I missed this. Okay. Well, that was pretty important. But this level is pretty fun. I think you should give your channel his first drink on the on its 21st anniversary. Yeah. Okay. I wonder if there's like a way to like get over there and try to like get through that block. The good thing is I could just like reset that room. There we go. This level's pretty cool. Yeah, the only weird thing is that you have to like position it in the right way. Oh, it's like the thing in Anton Blast as well. It's been a while since I played this.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you have to hit it like a certain amount of times. It's like the twister thing in Anton Blast. Yeah, okay.
I was saying, have you heard that apparently the Switch Joy-Cons can be placed like upside down, like reverse?
Oh yeah, I actually covered that in my recent video.
Yeah, in your patterns one, right, where you showcase the. Yeah, it's really cool.
Okay. I like the music in this level. There we go. There's like another thing over here. Yeah. I forgot about how to do this puzzle here.
Let's see.
Guess I'm just gonna go through here.
The resealer would be a good 10th anniversary celebration video. Oh, Mevin's back as well.
Oh, hey, Mevins. Yeah, when you get a chance to play this game, it's really good, Mevins. I know you probably don't have time at the moment, but... There we go.
I like how the new Minecraft update's coming along. They added fireflies bushes. Finally. Did you see that?
Yeah, I heard about that.
I think it's pretty neat.
Crap. To try that again. There we go. Hey. I like how they incorporate a puzzle into the, like, countdown thing in this level in particular. Actually, no, it's in a lot of levels. I forgot that wasn't required. Because I'm just, like... Who can do a better Wario impression, Reese or Anton?
Look guys, look, it's my greatest achievement. Wario Land 4 on the Game Boy Advance. Wahahaha!
Let's see. It's a me, Wario.
That sounds more like Waluigi.
Yeah. Waluigi. So like,
Waluigi!
Waluigi. Waluigi time. They're like, look guys, look. This is Wario on the Game Boy. Like that, right?
Yeah. I think
That's how he closed. Or...
Yeah. I think I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream now, but... Yeah, this game is amazing. I'm gonna go ahead and save it here. But yeah, anyways... Thank you guys for watching the stream. It's pretty fun. It was a good thing that it didn't... that it didn't, like, crash again. Thankfully. Actually, I'm gonna read a couple more things in the chat here. They put TikTok back on the App Store. Yeah, I don't really like TikTok, but I don't think it should be completely banned. Like, I do think it is, like, I mean, yeah, it is, there is a lot of bad things that come out of TikTok, but at the same time, a lot of people are trying to, like, spread, like, messages to young people on there, and I think a lot of that is good. And
yeah, I mean, and you know, a lot is just brain rot anyways, but
yeah,
you know, but
like, YouTube Shorts has that anyway, so it's
I mean, YouTube Shorts has a lot of brain rot. Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
But the thing is that like it was funny when I went on it when it got banned, right? When it got banned, there was still just Canadian stuff, right? When I went when it got banned, I was using it. There's just us Canadians on it. It was pretty funny because there's no American. They're like, "Oh, hi guys, I guess it's Canadians now," and then there's like some UK as well. People, that was funny.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah. Anyways, thank you guys.
We're from the UK, remember? So.
Yeah.
No, I'm from Wario Land. Same time zone though. But yeah, anyways, stay perky! I don't know. That was kind of weird. But yeah, I said that in a kind of a weird way. But yeah, anyways, YouTube stinks. I'm leaving. I'm gonna play my old game, Wario